guys, it's Morgan, and today I have my March book haul part 1. So, I'm not sure how many parts I'm going to have this month. It is already March 5th, and I have 14 books to show you guys. So, there may be a couple of these this month. That's why you're getting multiple hauls in a row. I've gotten a lot of books so far. A lot of these were books that I ordered in February, but they did get here in March, so we're counting them as March books. Okay, so I'm going to first go through some books I got with birthday money, because I did do some of that. The first book I got from Book Outlet, and then the other 4 I got from Amazon. The one I picked up from Book Outlet was If You Could Be Mine by Sarah Farzan. This is glorious. It sounds amazing. It's about 2 lesbians in Iran. Being LGB is illegal in Iran, but being trans is not. It's one of the girls maybe considering transitioning so that she can be with the one she loves. Sounds really good. It's little, it's so cute, and I picked it up on Book Outlet. The other 4 that I got with birthday money were all from Amazon, and those were Romeo and Juliet by Ryan North. This is a choosable path adventure, taking Romeo and Juliet and spinning it on its head. I've already completed 1 storyline in this. There are, I think, over a billion, they say. I think it's really fun. It's definitely a fun one to have on your shelf to pull out when you have friends over and just be like, guys, let's play it. Definitely a fun little book. Next, I got Princess Ever After by Katie O'Neill. This is a very short children's graphic novel. It was once a webcomic, but it was bound up. And it is about 2 princesses who fall in love, subverting the normal trope. I loved this. I did already read it, but I really did enjoy it. I loved it. And I love that one of the princesses is not skinny. She's curvy, and I love it. I loved it. This is adorable. Next, I actually got a coloring book, and that is the Boss Babes coloring book by Michelle Valansky. This is a coloring book for all feminists, and it is all women, famous women, women who are important in history or pop culture. I've been coloring in it some, and I really, really enjoy it. Next, I got Women in Science, 50 Fearless Pioneers Who Changed the World by Rachel Ignatowski. This is so pretty. It covers a lot of women who are really awesome and really did some important stuff for science, but aren't often covered. I actually have a few books like that in here because I really have recently gotten into women's. Recently discovered that there are so many women who are so cool who haven't been mentioned in the history books. So I picked up a couple books like this, and I'm really excited to read it. Next, I got a few books at My Books A Million. I picked up We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. I've already read this. I really enjoyed it. It was sad and lyrical and beautiful and moving. But this is about a girl who ran away from her home and went to New York when her grandfather died. We don't know the circumstances surrounding his death. We don't know much of anything when we start out this book, and I loved it. It was really good. So, book. Next, I got Rejected Princesses by Jason Porras, Tales of History's Boldest Heroines, Hellions, and Heretics. This is a giant storybook. It's about 300 to 400 pages long, and it has 100 tales of women from history, literature, and myth, and it is all of the women that Disney would never make into princesses. It's another book about women who were really awesome, but history books just haven't picked up on them. It's definitely a keeper. Okay, then I went to Barnes & Noble, and I got some books about ladies. I got We Should All Be Feminists by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, and this is a short, super short essay about why we should all be feminists. Excited to pick this up. My friend Sarah from The Doggone Book Addict suggested it to me, and I'm excited to read it. And the other book that I picked up was a book that I didn't know existed, and I saw it and I had to get it, and that was Why I March, Images from the Women's March Around the World. It is a collection of photos of signs from the Women's March. It is magical. It covers 7 continents, 82 countries, and 5 million people. And all royalties from this were donated to nonprofits associated with the march, and I think it's really cool. Next, I went to my used bookstore. I didn't do this all in one day, I promise. I had 2 or 3 books that I really just wanted to get out of my house. So I went and I got some credit and I got 2 books. I got The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. Of course, this is the classic young adult book, and I'm reading it in school next year, and I thought I'd go in and pick up a copy when I found one that was almost perfect for $5. I also got Millie Swing by Jill Mansell. This is a classic chick lit. I've been wanting some chick lit lately to insert between those dark fantasies, and I picked some up. Excited to delve into this. This is about a romance novelist who decides to write her next novel about her dowdy best friend, Millie. And lastly, I bought some books on Amazon. Good old Amazon. Those were The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Of course, this is one of this year's biggest releases. It is about a girl whose best friend dies in a police shooting, and she has to deal with the aftermath of that, both in the preppy white area where she goes to school and the poor black neighborhood where she lives. So I'm really excited to pick this up. I will probably pick it up, if not this month, then next month. I also got some sequels. I got The Last of August by Brittany Cavallero. This is the second book in the, what I believe will be a trilogy, in the Sherlock Holmes trilogy, I believe. And this follows Sherlock Holmes' great-granddaughter and Watson's great-grandnephew. So I loved the first one, and I can't wait to pick up the sequel. And lastly, I got The Dark Days Pact by Alison Goodman. If y'all know anything about me, you know that I love Victorian demon fighting books, and this is no exception. The Dark Days Club was one of my favorite books from last year, and I'm hoping that its follow-up will be just as fabulous. Alright guys, those are the books I got in the first 5 days of March. I hope you guys liked this video, and I'll see you soon with my next one. Bye, humans!